What could be more fun than video games on a treadmill? Yes, that's right. The Aviron Victory Gamified Smart Treadmill. 22-inch touchscreen, plenty long but low enough running deck, 0 to 12 mile per hour top speed, 12% incline. Obviously games, streaming platforms, guided classes, virtual running, but a smart treadmill is not necessarily for everyone, and there are a few things you have to keep in mind, so let's check it out. Hey guys, this is Michael with the Jungle Gym Reviews. Today we're reviewing the Aviron Victory Smart Treadmill. I'm always personally looking for ways to make running more fun. I don't really like running, and I'm assuming that's the case for most of you as well. I'm an ex-college soccer player, ex-video gamer, so this gamified concept and a smart treadmill, super duper right up my alley. Now, before I get into the video, if you could quickly hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already, it's going to continue to help us grow the channel and make sure you get notified when we post our weekly reviews throughout the rest of 2025. And if you're interested in purchasing this after the review, check out that affiliate link in the description below. So at the heart of this treadmill, the Aviron Victory treadmill, the main thing is going to be this 22-inch touchscreen. It tilts. It does not move up and down, but simply tilts front to back with this heavy arm, and it actually, won't go anywhere while you're running and shaking it. This is their main selling point here for this treadmill. As you kind of see scrolling on the screen already, their user interface and everything is very nice, very pleasant. They have all these big boxes for quick start, which is going to be your typical walking, etc., where it's just more in a manual mode. They have a lot of nice little metrics from the different mile pace you have to the incline to your average speed, how many watts you're generating, calories burned based on your height and weight and all that stuff. It's pretty nicely integrated onto the screen here. You can actually adjust the incline from the touchscreen and actually from these buttons as well. And coming down here to the console, this is mainly how you engage with the platform, especially while you're running. You have your left-right buttons for incline on the far side. The incline goes from 0 to 12, which is very typical of most treadmills. And on the right side, you have your speed. They also have these quick intervals. Basically, I think this is a 2-mile-an-hour walk, a 4-mile-an-hour jog, and a 6-mile-an-hour run. They have it on here. Again, with your play stop button. So stop stops your running, stops your game, whatever that is. It's really easy to just get on, hit play, hit walk, 2 miles an hour, start walking. If you do have Bluetooth heart rate monitor, it does not include Apple Watch, but some sort of Bluetooth heart rate strap or similar, you can get your heart rate right here on the monitor. So it, kind of gives you that real-time feedback. You want to start walking a little bit faster, you can hit that fast walking pace, the 4 miles an hour. Obviously, if you want to start jogging, you can hit the quick start for the 6-mile-an-hour jog, or you can use these little paddle shifters, hold it down, and it'll keep decreasing speed down, down, down. Same thing when you go up, you just long hold this up and it'll slowly climb the speed all the way to, I'm not going to do it right now, but it'll do it all the way to the top speed. And same thing goes with the incline. When you hold it, it'll bump all the way to 12, vice versa on the way down. From a treadmill, just strictly treadmill standpoint, it works really well. I would say it's pretty much equivalent to most of the $1,500 treadmills. I actually reviewed one not too long ago in the Horizon Fitness 7.0 AT. Pretty much all the same specs as this. This one has a little bit bigger motor size at 3.5 horsepower. And as far as overall deck size, belt size, it's pretty much the same. The deck size, it's 57 inches long and 20.5 inches wide. I would say that's pretty standard and will fit most runners. Again, I'm 6'2". When I'm doing 12 mile an hour and doing that fast pace, I still have plenty of room on the running deck. I think they list 6'5" as the max height for this. And I think that makes a little bit of sense then, because you have longer legs, longer gait, longer stride. So then you could potentially be maxing out the distance. But overall, for most people, just because the max speed is 12 miles an hour, it's going to fit most people in different height range and different body composition as far as limb lengths and all that stuff. They do have things they offer like a cushioned deck and a quiet motor, and I do think it does those things really well. Obviously, like some of the competitors, especially now in this price range, which by the way is about $2,500, whereas comparable treadmill only items are somewhere probably in the $1,500 range. So it does cost about $1,000 more. But again, you're getting a screen, you're getting a lot of metrics and a lot of things that really make this entertaining. Some of the other things about the, let's say, the mechanical treadmill aspect, obviously, is the overall design. It's very sleek, it's very aesthetic. It does have the emergency stop, as every treadmill, I'm pretty sure, legally has to, or something like that. So, or if you don't want to use it, they have a little spot to clip it here. That's nice, so it doesn't just kind of hang around. This flat spot here is actually perfect for your phone, your waters. Finally, a machine that knows everyone has big water bottles. I have a huge 40-ounce Owala water bottle. It'll fit in here perfectly. It won't jiggle around. Now, the one thing I'll say I probably wish they had as far as the overall like mechanical features is I wish that it folded. This is the packaging that you get, and the overall footprint, it's 77 inches long and 33 inches wide. Now, moving to the main reasons why you would want this, they advertise, is this whole concept of games. I am actually, funny enough, what I'd consider a gamer. And, I won't have to flex on you with my world FIFA rankings or my Call of Duty KD ratio, but let's just say I definitely have been an avid gamer almost all my life. So maybe naively of me or a little bit ignorant, I expected games to be like, wow, engaging. I'm going to want to run and this is going to be so much fun. So I got in here and I hit the games. Day one, I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I got the games. I'm in. It starts. And I'm wondering, well, where's my cursor or controller, or how do I play or engage with this a little bit at all? To my confusion, it just kind of plays the game for you. And almost all the games it offers here, it's just like a very minimal, reminds me of like mini clip from back in the days. That might date me a little bit, but you don't really do anything other than engage with it via this little console down here again. And depending on what the game is, it'll have you up the speed or up the incline to kind of play the game. But that's all you're doing. There's no, pads. There's no, you touch the screen to turn or whatever. No, it kind of does all those things for you. Now, when you exit the game, it'll turn off the treadmill, which is something I don't like because I would like to keep walking, but I wish it had like a lower threshold to where, hey, if it could sense the user was under 4 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour, like let me keep walking so I don't have to stop, go through all the menus, hit skip, hit home, go back to games. Now like I'm literally spending 30 seconds not on the treadmill. Let's pick a different game. Games, Boss Breaker. Here we go. We'll play it on easy again because I don't want to be running for the sake of filming this. But cool, it looks like a little Pong type game. You start playing and cool, we're playing another game. But again, you're really only playing if you change the incline or if you change the speed. And that's really the only way you can play this game. For me, that's not enough, and I tried most of them, and they are not super engaging to me. So, unfortunately, I would say this is not really like a game. Again, in the context of treadmills in general, and let's say comparing it to probably a Nordic track or something. So sure, this has games that you can play, but just know you really don't have to play at all. Like literally, it's just playing the game for me right now. Some of the other modes I actually really like. One of the things probably most people are interested outside of games is the streaming section. They have TikTok, Kindle, Tubi. To be quite honest, I have no idea what that is. YouTube TV, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, YouTube, Paramount Max. As you can see, the install button for a lot of these, I really only watch Netflix and YouTube. I can say they work absolutely great. My little complaint is that, okay, and I'm walking while I'm in the Netflix app, which is great because I'm on a treadmill. I'm here to do walking. I'm here to do running. But let's just say I finish my show and now I want to go from a show now to either just free run or go play a game or go do a virtual run, which we'll show here in a second. I hit the home button or the back button. It stops it on me again. That's really annoying. I don't want to keep stopping and starting every time I'm trying to just walk on a treadmill at a low speed, switching from app to app. That kind of kills my vibe a little bit. I'd like to see that changed. I think they could do that really simply in like a software update. There's no hardware changes needed to modify that or do anything different. Because now until I'm here deciding what I want to do, if I hit play, it just goes back into the free run mode. If I want to go into like, let's say if I want to figure out what I want to do next, again, I have to leave this mode. It stops the treadmill again. I'm no longer walking. And I'm getting even a little annoyed just doing this on here. So switching from mode to mode while trying to be on a treadmill is not super, let's say, intuitive to exercising. Speaking of the other different ways you can exercise on here besides streaming and stuff, which works well. So as a smart treadmill, this is great. They do have some different coach classes. The competition on here is kind of nice in the fact that they do offer some modes where you have like either leaderboards against your friends or potentially some real people online and or some sort of AI that like keeps you motivated to keep running and doing things like that. The other thing that I personally really like to try is like the virtual runs. I used to do this on my phone or a tablet, and you pick your location and boom, it's got the guided run for you that loads, tells you your speed. I would say I wish it was a little more engaging, the guided runs, especially for the price. I was hoping that it would be a little more catered to this treadmill, but really it's just, again, a camera kind of walking through space. And as you change speed, the camera doesn't change speed. So if you're sprinting, the camera's still going at 3 miles an hour. If you're walking at half a mile an hour, the camera's still going at 3 miles an hour. Now, there's a reason for being a little bit picky about some of these things when it comes to games, when it comes to the guided runs. And that's because, first of all, again, it costs $2,500. I don't think that's an outrageous cost. The kicker to me is the membership cost, which in today's day and age, the subscription cost, I understand. That's just kind of the cost of doing business in the world we live in. But the subscription cost for this is $29 a month to use anything basically outside of the basic stop, go, run, incline, etc. So if you want to do streaming, if you want to do games, if you want to do the workouts, the virtual runs, you have to pay that $29 a month. And that's actually in a lump sum fee, or you can pay monthly. I think it's like $34, $35. Basically, you can't access everything this treadmill has to offer. Even if you didn't want to do anything other than just watch Netflix and use this as a TV, that's still $30 a month. I can stomach spending $2,000, $2,500, but then you tell me I have a recurring cost, and if I want to own it 5 years, that's another $1,500, $2,000 of just a subscription fee just to watch Netflix. Man, that is kind of a hard pill to swallow. So I would expect like the things here would be really good. Now, to be quite frank, I haven't tried many of like the coach classes and training programs, and that's just not my use case and not for me. Maybe watch some other reviews, check out some of their online resources to figure out if that's something you might be interested in. Maybe they have world-class classes and I'm just missing it and I'm focused on just the games. I will say the whole kind of advertising point behind this Aviron series, and they have a treadmill, they have a bike, I think they have 2 different rowers. Their whole, ecosystem is this gamified collection. I just think it has a little bit farther to go as far as really truly becoming the real engaging thing they want it to be. But I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. The user interface is great. The metrics are great. It works completely great as a treadmill. It's got a quiet motor. It's got a powerful motor. And I think it actually has a 10-year frame warranty and a 10-year motor warranty, which is pretty best in class. But I definitely would get something like this in my home gym. But just understand, I would probably have it as a smart treadmill. And I wouldn't really think of it as this whole gamified, competition style thing. This has plenty of things to keep me engaged. And for the price, I still think that's fine because comparable options are going to be that amount anyway, just for the smart tech integrated side of things. So guys, that's it for today's review of the Aviron Victory Smart Treadmill. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer or at least try. Thanks for tuning in to Jungle Gym Reviews. We'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.